Welcome back to the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Thanks for joining me. Today we're gonna be talking all about automatic chicken waterers. Certainly, an automatic system can save you time. But is it worth the investment? You can spend a lot of money on some of the automatic systems available, so you should try to find the best bang for your buck. This is where this video will help you. We will explain what to consider when choosing a chicken waterer, the various types available, and much more. But before that, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to visit our website at thehappychickencoop.com. Let's get started. Consider a few things when setting up your own automatic chicken waterer. Firstly, how much room do you have to set it up? If you have a large area for your flock, perhaps a long piece of PVC piping with several nipples would be best. On the other hand, if space is tight, what about a 5-gallon bucket with several nipples? Secondly, the weather. If you live in the snow belt, weather is going to be problematic with any outside system that you have. Water can freeze in the pipes, causing all sorts of problems. It can be done, but it requires a lot more thought and labor. And last but by no means not the least, it needs to be simple to use for you and the birds. It's no good having a fancy system if you dread using it. That being said, should you go for an automatic or a semi-automatic waterer? Well, an automatic waterer is something that you don't have to fuss with daily. Something like a low-pressure continuous system or a large volume holding tank that you need to check on perhaps weekly. Whereas a semi-automatic one is something like the regular gravity one. It requires you to tend to it daily, but the chicken can get their own water. It depends on what will work for you. Generally, there are two types of materials used: plastic or metal. Metal is very durable, but you can't add apple cider vinegar to the water because it will corrode the metal. Plastic is generally the material of choice. It is lightweight, durable, and easy to replace. It does bleach out in the sun over time, but that really isn't a big problem. But if you live in a cold climate, you should consider metal, as plastic can shatter when frozen. Now, let's answer other commonly asked questions about chicken waterers. How many waterers will you need? This will depend on the sort of setup you use. Will you be using a bucket setup or PVC piping with nipples? As a handy rule, if you're using a bucket, you should have a 5-gallon bucket for every 6 hens or so. So if you have a flock of 12 hens, you would need 2 5-gallon buckets. This also helps to prevent bullying. If you have a much larger flock, you may want to consider the PVC solution. The PVC piping would be suitable for a larger confined area such as a run, but the bucket system can be used if space is a bit more restricted. Where should you place the waterers? Now, this will depend upon your setup. But one thing is for certain, you should never put the waterer inside the coop. Why? Partly because chickens are messy. They bump into it, spilling water everywhere. This constant dampness can lead to mold issues which can impact on a chicken's health. Also, the moisture given off as vapor can cause frostbite issues in winter months. If you have the luxury of a large barn or outbuilding where they can wander in and out, a water system inside would be ideal. It will be kept cooler out of the sun, and being inside will discourage wild birds from using it too. If you have a coop with an attached run, a waterer placed in the run will suffice. Try to place it centrally, where all can access it, and preferably away from food just in case there is spillage. If your bird's free range most of the time, a couple of waterers placed around the yard out of the sun or undercover if possible will do very nicely. These would likely be freestanding units not attached to your automatic system. Do you need to clean the waterer? Cleaning the system regularly is a very important thing. Algae and bacteria will grow in standing water even if it is covered, so cleaning should be done on a weekly basis. You can use either neat white vinegar or a bleach solution. 2 teaspoons of bleach per 1 gallon of water is ideal. All this talk about waterers, but how much water do chickens really need? The amount varies, but in general, a large chicken will drink a pint of water per day in winter. This can increase to 2 pints per day during the summer. Having an automatic watering system is a great idea if you have a larger flock of birds or are planning to go away for a few days. Only you will know which system is right for you and your situation, as everyone is different. If, like me, you live in the snow belt, an automated system can be problematic in the colder weather, so you should probably have a plan B for the winter months. We hope you find this useful in helping you to decide which type is best for you. If you learned something from this video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to the channel and check out our website at thehappychickencoop.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.